Hey, good people. I am back as I promised today with the second episode about specific species of the snakes we have in Africa. And today I have made for you a very good detailed information about the vipers of Africa. So sit tight as we continue in this journey of learning day by day about the wonderful animals of Africa. So before I go to the specific subspecies of or species of vipers, I will first give you general characteristics of the vipers that we have in Africa. Then I will progress to a few of the most common that we have in our beautiful continent. And we will begin. So the very first characteristics of vipers that we have is that they have a pair of long, hollowed fangs. We talked about fangs and we said that they are those two sharp teeth that are used to deliver venom into prey. So the vipers have they have long, hollow, venom injecting fangs that are attached to a movable bone at the top of the mouth. And these fangs, which is specific to the vipers, they can be folded back when not in use. That means that when the snake closes the mouth, the fangs slip, like kind of slide back. They are movable, so they're able to sit back when they are not in use. And when in use, for example, when about to deliver venom to prey, quickly they are released and are ready to inject the venom. So that is point number one. They have long, hollow fangs that are movable, that are tucked in into the mouth when not in use. Now, the second characteristic of the vipers is that their pupils are vertical, from top to bottom, vertical. Most of the other snakes have them as round, but for the vipers, they are vertical because most of these snakes are very active at night. They tend to just lay down during the day and come out to hunt at night. For that reason, their pupils are vertical. And the third point about vipers is that their scales are keeled. Keeled means they are not smooth. It is not a smooth surface. They have some kind of ridge somewhere, and it is said that they do help them in maybe climbing or in their day-to-day movement. That is also one characteristic about the vipers. All vipers, then we'll narrow down to the vipers of Africa. Now, another characteristic of viper is that they have a stocky build body, not too long, and their head is triangular. The reason it is triangular is because of the places where the venom glands are, just somewhere at the back of the mouth. So for that reason, their heads are triangular in shape. And they are known, the other characteristic, they are known to give, some of them are known to give dry bites. Dry bites means that the snake bites but does not deliver venom. And it is said that they do give dry bites as warning bites. For example, it knows that this is not prey. Maybe a human, it knows that human is not prey, but it needs to warn you, back off. So it is able to put the fangs into your body but not deliver venom. And you will notice maybe 8 hours, 10 hours after the bite, you don't have any symptom. Then you can conclude that that for sure was a dry bite. And they do that to save the venom for, for prey, when in proper use for prey. So those are the characteristics that I have for you today. General characteristics of the vipers. There are more. You are invited to add more into the comments. We learn. So I will go to a few of the most common vipers that we have in Africa. I will talk about the puff adder. I will talk about the Gabon viper, and I will talk about the carpet vipers. And I will start with the puff adder. Now, the puff adder, all these are beautiful animals, very interesting, very mysterious at the same time. Starting with the puff adder, a puff adder is a very short and thick snake that is highly aggressive and at the same time highly venomous. Short and thick, highly aggressive, and at the same time highly venomous. And because of the nature of how they are, They are not fast moving snakes, and for that reason, they prefer to be ambush predators. What do I mean by that? Ambush predators means that it does not move around looking for prey. They prefer sitting, hiding somewhere under a rock and waiting for prey to come and to eat. For that reason, that's why they are called as ambush predators. Now, to the next fact about the puff adder is that they are found all over Africa apart from the Sahara and the rainforest. You can find a puff adder in each and every other climate or habitat apart from the Sahara Desert and the rainforest. Pretty well distributed all across the continent. These snakes, remember that I mentioned last time that some snakes give birth, some snakes do lay eggs. Now, puff adder is an example of a viviparous snake. That means it gives birth to live young, and it can give birth to around 20 to 40 young ones at a go. They give birth, they are viviparous, 20 to 40 young ones at a go. And one thing about snakes is that snakes, apart from the nostrils, they only have two openings. That is the mouth and the cloaca. The cloaca mostly starts at the beginning of the tail, at the behind, and the cloaca is the organ that is used for reproduction and excretion at the same time. So, for example, for a puff adder to give birth, it gives birth through the cloaca. An organ in snakes that is at the beginning of the tail to at the back of the snake. Now, to the next fact about the puff adder is that when agitated or when disturbed, they form an S shape, like the head forms some form of S shape, which is usually their strike position. So if you ever come across a puff adder and you see that S shaped, that is usually the next thing actually is a strike. The next thing is a bite, because that is usually their defensive position. Now, to the next fact about them is that they can, in captivity, they can live up to around 15 years. That is when kept somewhere where they are being taken care of, around 15 years maximum of age. Now, the fangs of the puff adder are large. They have large fangs, which means that they can deliver the venom deep inside either prey or as a defensive attack. They have very long fangs that are usually used to deliver venom deep within the prey, whichever the case that works, and their bites are very, very painful. And remember that this snake is very, very aggressive. And to finish about the puff adder, and one of the most fascinating facts about them is that they get their name from the behavior that they show when agitated. Apart from the S shape, they do hiss and puff. They like to increase their body, the body size. That is where they got the name the puff adder. They hiss and puff. That is why they have the name. We will move to the second viper that we'll be talking about today, and that is the Gaboon viper. Now, the Gaboon viper has few world records in the snake world. Number one being that it is the snake with the longest fangs in any snake. Around 2 inches of fangs, pretty large. Though they possess the longest fangs of any snake. And number two, they have the fastest strike of any snake. The speed from wherever it is to strike and back is the fastest in any snake world. Those are among the most fascinating facts about them, but we have others. We'll continue. And you can find them in rainforests and woodlands. They love hiding underneath the leaves of trees in the forest. They love camouflaging. They do camouflage very easily. You can actually pass it and not see it. That's why you may find them in rainforest and woodlands. The other fact is that they are very slow moving. Because they are thick and short, they are very, very slow moving. And for that fact, also they are ambush predators, just like the puff adder. They prefer to sit and wait when the prey is passing by. Small mammals, rodents, amphibians, they prefer to wait until the prey comes close enough for a strike. The other fact about them is that and a positive, a little bit of positive, considering they have the longest fangs and the fastest strike of any snake, is that Gaboon vipers are not fast to bite. They are very to be laid back. You can actually, some people have been seen to pick it up, no bite. They tend to lay back. They are not quick to strike. They are not quick to bite, and if they bite, they can end up giving a dry bite. But if a bite happens to have venom in it, then it becomes a medical emergency. That is a little bit positive about them. They are not so quick to strike even as a human. So to the next fact about Gaboon vipers is that their warning behavior is a loud hiss. So that is what they do, offer a very loud hiss. That is their warning behavior, back off. On to the next fact is that unlike other vipers, Gaboon vipers hold on to their prey after a bite. Most of the snakes, you'll find that they bite, deliver venom to the prey, then wait for the venom to work so that they can go on and swallow the prey whole. But for the Gaboon vipers, once they bite, they tend to hold to the prey and up to when it dies so that they can proceed with the swallowing. And also for the Gaboon viper, they are viviparous. They give birth to live young, 50 to 60 snakelets at a go, and they do not care about the snakelets. Same with the Pafada. Once they are born, they are off. And remember, we said that even a snakelet immediately after birth is as venomous as the mother. Another point to note is that snakes are venomous. Snakes are not poisonous. A poison substance is the one that harms you once you eat, but venomous animal like a snake, they deliver the venom into your system. That is a difference. So snakes are not poisonous. Snakes are venomous. That is what I have about the Gaboon viper. There's a lot I know I've not talked about. Please go and research more, and also welcome in the comments. So I will go to the last vipers of the day. I will talk about the carpet vipers, or the saw-scaled vipers. Now the saw-scaled vipers is a big group. We have so many different snakes under that bracket of carpet vipers. For example, we have the Egyptian saw-scaled viper, the white-bellied carpet viper, African saw-scaled viper. We have different of them, and it is important to know that all these carpet vipers are found north of the equator. We are talking about especially in the African continent. All the carpet vipers are found north of the equator. Now, it is also very important to note that carpet vipers, some of the snakes under the carpet vipers family, are responsible for the most snake bites and snake-related deaths in the whole snake world. So some of them have that reputation that they have caused the most deaths, snake bite-related deaths, and also snake bites themselves. They carry among the highest numbers of any other snake. Now, another characteristic about the carpet vipers is that their venom causes coagulopathy. That is the failure of blood clot, and you can bleed from basically any point of the body, and it can happen even weeks after the attack or after the bite. That is very serious. If they can make the blood fails to clot, so you can basically bleed, and I think that is why most people end up their bites end up fatal if not treated on time. Another fact about these carpet vipers is that their warning signs, they form a C shape. That is the warning behavior. They form a C-shaped structure, and then rub their scales against each other. That is, they make a very, very huge noise, rubbing their scales against each other. That is their warning sign. And the more they become agitated or angry, the louder and the faster they rub their scales. That is one characteristic that is common with the carpet or saw-scaled vipers. Now, and the last characteristic that I have of the carpet vipers is that they are mostly active at night. I don't know if that adds to the point why we have so many human-related snake bites that affect human. But I don't know, maybe it could be one of the factors. The experts could tell us, but they are very active at night. And with that, I will close this episode about vipers. I'll be back next with the pythons. I hope you've learned something that I may have left behind. Feel free to educate us in the comments, subscribe, and continue inviting your friends for these lessons. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.